Well, thank you, Adeline, and thank you, Conrad, for that introduction. And a very big warm welcome to everyone. We're coming here to you live from Productronica 2021. My name is Hokyu, and I'm a solution manager for Keysight Technologies. And I am here today to present to you our brand new solution, our automated radar module test system. Now, the automated module radar test system is designed specifically to cater for high volume manufacturing of radar modules. As you've already heard from the interview session, automotive radar modules are increasingly growing in terms of the volume around the world. And we see the need to have a system that's catered for high throughput and high volume manufacturing. So let me very quickly, so I put down this radar unit to go through the entire system with you. I'll start with the front. We have here the radar system with a complete software control running on our Keysight Pathwave test automation platform. And right here, right in front here, you can see that this is where we load the radar radar modules. Now, if you would imagine this loading area here, you could imagine that for a high volume manufacturing facility, you might have something like a 2D gantry system that will lift the radar modules from one point and then be able to load it and take it out after test and then load it out. Alternatively, you could be looking at having something like a cobot on the side to be able to load the radar units and the radar modules individually in and after test taking it out. There are many ways that we can implement the automation for the loading. Of course, Keysight is there to help to make that transition and make that change so that it will fit the production line for our customers. Now, moving along from the loading area, I would like to very, very quickly run through how the system makeout is like. Over here you see, now the door is obviously not open during an actual production, in an actual production environment. We have it here open for demonstration purposes. But over here, you see that we have an upper chamber and a lower chamber. And I'm just going to move a little bit here. Now, the lower chamber is right in front here. That's why you see this empty space there. And later on, I'll be showing a demo where we'll see a loading of the unit across. Now, before I go into the chamber design, I'll just like to point out that this is a total solution. So we have integrated with this system our very own Keysight Radar Target Simulator. Now this current model here is the E8718A Radar Target Simulator that is designed to cater for radar units anywhere from 76 GHz up to 81 GHz. The Radar Target Simulator works for two bands from 76 to 77 with 1 GHz instantaneous bandwidth, and then from 77 to 81 GHz with 4 GHz of instantaneous bandwidth. Now, the Radar Target Simulator does simulation with dynamic ranges, meaning that it can simulate anywhere from 4 meters to 300 meters as you need it to be. Additionally, you have the other specifications like simulation of Doppler and simulation of radar cross-section sizes. Okay, so that's just a little bit on our Radar Target Simulator. Now, coming back to the chamber, just opening up here the upper chamber. It's a simple design where you have the lower chamber coming in, so it seals it off. Our Radar Target Simulator is actually connected to the top. There are IF cables running to the top where you have a front end at the top that does the up and down conversion from the radar high frequency level. And if you could probably barely see it, but there's an antenna right here. This is the WR12 horn antenna attached here. And so if you will imagine, the DUT will be right inside there, and then you have this straight line here. Now, the DUT is actually placed in the positioner on the inside, and the positioner is able to angle the radar module so that you will be able to test it at different azimuths and elevations as well. Okay, now coming from here, let me just try to do a very quick demo and run. Now I've already, I'm going to be starting the test program soon. So just a quick click. So for demo purposes, I'm just going to manually load the radar DUT here. And I'm going to click OK. So you'll see shortly, if you pay attention to the lower part of the chamber, now it typically doesn't take that slow to load. I've actually added a delay so that it gives me time to come here and show you and point out. So the system will be moving the chamber, as you can see, it's coming in, the lower chamber is coming in here. And now it's running through its tests. It's sending signals to the radar target simulator to simulate the different distances and also have a control on the angular motion. You can probably see a little bit of the motor moving up here right now as the radar module is taken into different angles of testing. And then very quickly, the unit comes out. Now, of course, that was a very, very, very quick demo. The testing, obviously, it depends on the radar module design and requirements. You could have various angles to be tested, various distances to be tested as well. But of course, that all can be programmed into the system. As for the handling, the system, as you can see, it's a very quick handling. It moves in and out of the system very fast. It typically takes us about roughly 3 seconds one way in and one way out. So a total of probably roughly about 6 seconds there. Okay, so that's all we have for today for the demonstration. So I hope you found that informative, and please do feel free to ask your questions or even pay us a visit. We'll be here until tomorrow for Productronica. So if you're around the neighborhood, please do pay us a visit at Hall A1. And thank you very much for your time, and I'll be with you again for the question and answers. Thank you very much.